Did you know heart disease is one of the leading causes of death worldwide? But do you know its signs? In our bustling world, it's easy to overlook the subtle cues our bodies give us. Heart disease is a silent predator, often showing no signs until it's too late. This silent stalker is not biased, affecting people across continents, age groups, and socioeconomic statuses. Heart disease is a global issue, causing a significant number of deaths annually. It's a health concern that's as common as it is deadly, but the good news is it's largely preventable. How, you might ask? By paying attention to the signs our bodies send us and taking the right steps towards a healthier lifestyle. The signs of heart disease are not always as obvious as a sudden chest pain. They can be subtle, often overlooked or mistaken for other, less serious health issues. That's why it's crucial to be aware of these signs, to catch heart disease early and take appropriate action. Stay with us as we delve into the 11 signs of heart disease you need to be aware of. The first sign we're going to discuss is chest pain. Chest pain, often described as discomfort, tightness, or pressure, is a hallmark warning of potential heart issues. It may not always be the dramatic, crushing type often depicted in movies. Sometimes it can be subtle and mistaken for heartburn or a muscular pain. Moving on to the next sign, shortness of breath. This can be a very concerning symptom. It's not the usual huffing and puffing after a brisk walk or a flight of stairs, but a sudden, unexplained breathlessness. It can occur while you're at rest or doing a little bit of physical activity. The severity can vary from mild and fleeting to a constant feeling of being winded. Now let's consider dizziness. This isn't just your average, everyday, stand up too fast kind of dizzy. This is a persistent, unexplained lightheadedness or even a sudden loss of consciousness. It can often accompany chest pain or shortness of breath, but it may also occur on its own. Let's remember these symptoms can differ greatly from person to person. One person may have significant chest discomfort while another might experience more breathlessness or dizziness. The severity of symptoms can also vary, with some people having only mild discomfort, while others may experience more dramatic or even debilitating symptoms. So why are these symptoms important to recognize? They could potentially be warning signs of a heart condition. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, it's essential to seek medical attention immediately. Early detection and intervention can often be life-saving. Remember, these are common signs, but they can vary from person to person. It's always best to consult with a healthcare professional if you're experiencing something out of the ordinary. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and take care of your heart. Moving on to the fourth sign, we have fatigue. Now, we've all felt tired or worn out after a long day or a strenuous workout, but the fatigue associated with heart disease is different. It's a persistent, debilitating tiredness that doesn't improve with rest. It's like a weight that you carry around, making even simple tasks feel like climbing a mountain. Now, let's talk about swelling. This isn't just your average puffiness from a bug bite or a sprained ankle. We're talking about edema. A noticeable swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, or even in your abdomen. This happens when your heart can't pump blood effectively, causing fluid to accumulate in these areas. It's more than just an inconvenience, it's your body sounding an alarm, signaling that your heart might be struggling. The next sign we're discussing is an irregular heartbeat, also known as arrhythmia. We've all felt our hearts skip a beat when we're nervous or excited, that's normal. But when it happens more frequently, without any obvious reason, it could be a sign of something more serious. An irregular heartbeat might feel like your heart is racing, pounding, or fluttering. It might even feel like your heart has missed a beat. Now, it's important to note that these signs don't necessarily mean you have heart disease. Many other conditions can cause these symptoms, but they are signals from your body telling you that something isn't quite right. And if these signs are persistent, they should not be ignored. It's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to your heart. After all, it's the engine that keeps us running, the beat that keeps us moving. So, if you're experiencing persistent fatigue, noticeable swelling, or an irregular heartbeat, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional. They can help you figure out what's going on and guide you towards the best course of action. These signs may seem common, but if persistent, they could be indicative of heart disease. Our seventh sign is nausea. Nausea is a sensation that's often overlooked, but did you know it can be connected to heart disease? When your heart isn't pumping blood as well as it should, your digestive system may not receive enough blood, causing discomfort and nausea. It's not the most common symptom, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on, especially if it's accompanied by other signs we've discussed. Let's move on to our eighth sign, which is sweating. Now, sweating is normal when we're exercising or on a hot summer day, but excessive, unexplained sweating, especially cold sweat, could be a sign of a heart problem. This is because when your heart struggles to pump blood, your body may react by sweating. This type of sweating often comes on suddenly and might feel more like a cold sweat than perspiration caused by exercise or heat. Our ninth sign is paleness. When your heart is unable to pump enough oxygen-rich blood to the body, it could result in a paler than normal complexion. This can be particularly noticeable in the face. While paleness alone isn't enough to diagnose heart disease, it can be a sign that something is off in your body's circulation. So, we've covered nausea, sweating, and paleness. You might notice that these signs are all related to how well your heart is pumping blood. When your heart struggles, it can cause a ripple effect throughout your body, affecting everything from your digestive system to your skin. It's also important to understand that these symptoms can be caused by a variety of other conditions. That's why it's so crucial to consult with a healthcare professional if you're experiencing these symptoms, especially if they're persistent or accompanied by other potential signs of heart disease. Remember, heart disease is a silent killer. It often shows no symptoms until it's too late. But by being aware of the potential signs like nausea, sweating, and paleness, you're giving yourself a fighting chance to catch it early and get the help you need. Though these signs may seem unrelated to your heart, they could be signals that something is wrong. So never ignore your body's cries for help. Pay attention and take action. Your heart will thank you. The final two signs we'll discuss are pain in other parts of the body and flu-like symptoms. So, let's dive right in. When we think of heart disease, it's not unusual to picture chest pain or discomfort. But did you know that pain in other parts of the body can also signal heart trouble? This pain may not even be coming directly from the heart. Sometimes, due to the network of nerves in our body, the pain can be felt elsewhere, a phenomenon known as referred pain. This can occur in areas like the arms, neck, jaw, back, or stomach. It's not uncommon for people to mistake this pain for something less serious, like muscle strain. The pain can vary in intensity and duration. It might feel like a sharp stab or a dull ache. It could be intermittent or it could persist. The key takeaway here is that any unexplained pain, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms we've discussed earlier, should not be dismissed. Now, on to flu-like symptoms. You might be wondering, what does the flu have to do with heart disease? The answer lies in how our bodies react to distress. Symptoms like fatigue, fever, sweating, and even swollen glands may not be due to a virus, but a sign that your heart is struggling. This is especially true if these symptoms persist longer than a typical flu duration, or if they're accompanied by other heart disease signs. A particular flu-like symptom to pay attention to is unexplained or excessive sweating. Known as diaphoresis, this can be a sign that your heart is working harder than it should, often due to narrowed arteries or damage to the heart muscle. Now that we've covered all 11 signs, it's important to remember that experiencing one or more of these symptoms doesn't automatically mean you have heart disease. It's crucial to consult with a healthcare professional who can evaluate your symptoms in the context of your overall health and medical history. Prevention and early detection are key in maintaining a healthy heart. We've discussed a lot today, so let's recap. We started by introducing heart disease, its prevalence, and its potential consequences. We then delved into the 11 signs of heart disease, starting with chest pain, shortness of breath, and dizziness. We moved on to discuss fatigue, swelling, and irregular heartbeat, followed by nausea, sweating, and paleness. Finally, we covered pain in other parts of the body and flu-like symptoms. It's essential to remember these signs and seek medical attention if you persistently experience them. Heart disease is a serious matter, and it's important to be mindful of its signs. Don't ignore these symptoms if they persist. They might be signaling something more serious. Remember, early detection is key in managing heart disease. Stay healthy and take care of your heart. Don't miss out on this valuable information. Subscribe to our channel for more health tips and wellness advice. Let us know in the comments if you found this video helpful. And stay tuned for more health advices to help you live your best life. Stay healthy and see you in the next video.